it feels like it's been a while since we've seen you on the field producing like this. You had that 100-yard game in 2019, and then a couple years without it. What were those 3 years like for you?
It was tough, but I had to, stay patient, wait my turn. It was a lot of guys in front of me that I got a chance to look after, and take heed on their game and see how they approach things, handling things off the field as well as on the field. It really just started with me just understanding the game, slowing things down coming out of high school, as well as me trying to put on more weight, things like that. But at the end of the day, I was ready to do whatever it took to help this team win. So
when you have early success like that and you have that 100-yard game, you're like, this is easy. I'm going to do this every week? Or what's your mentality at that point when you were starting out?
Yes, that is my mentality every week. My plan is to do what I can for this team. Obviously, bring the best foot forward, put my best foot forward, and come and approach things as a pro. Obviously, if you want to be a breakout player, you got to do breakout things. So just taking things slowly and slowing down the game so that I can understand it and read holes the way that I do, and then use my explosiveness like I always have been.
How are you a different runner this year? How did you prime yourself for this season?
Confidence, stronger. Obviously, I got a little bit faster. I feel like, a good training staff. They got my body to a point where, I feel like Incredible Hulk when I'm out there playing. So I feel like just being comfortable is the main thing, just slowing things down, like I said, mentally.
We've talked to some other players before that when the new coaching staff came in, they go, okay, this is sort of a fresh start. Mm-hmm. Did you view it that way? Did you feel like that was a good opportunity for you?
Yes, of course. It was a fresh start for everybody. The coaches really didn't have a personal connection with everybody right off top, so we all had to come down and figure out each other's and see what each other's vibes was like. So, but coming in, we just knew that, we had an even platform and we can build from that. So, erasing all the things that's in the past and starting fresh was wonderful for me. So, and I'm sure for my other players as well.
Over the past few years, how hard was it to slow the game down and be patient?
It's hard when you're explosive like me. So I always want to go fast. I always wanted to just go instead of being patient, reading it out, following your blocks, letting it open up, and then seeing that hole and then hitting it. So I had to take my time and become patient, trying to stay running away from everybody instead of just reading it out. So
was there a point where it all kind of clicked and you realized okay, now the game's coming easy to me? Was there a point?
Practice, man. Practice every day. I take advantage of inside team, things like that, good on good, things like that, good on good, and it all played out. Just being comfortable in practice led over into the games.
Whenever we hear people talk about you, we hear about the speed first. Mm-hmm. Do you kind of want to prove to people that you can be a between the tackles guy too? I mean, you did very well at ODU, and then only had a couple carries before you were out in the BC game. But is that something you want to prove to people that you can?
Yes, for sure. I want to be an all-down back. I want to be an all-around back. So I don't want to come off the field. I want to be on the field. I want to make this team great, in every way. Kickoff return, and just anything. So just being in between the tackles is something that, most NFL players do, going between the tackles. You don't see too much outside zones like that, but dealing with me, I want to be versatile, be able to do both. So, yeah, just better my craft everywhere around.
In the preseason, I was asking some players, if there's anybody in the team that could keep up with Cole Beck, it would be you. Do you think you can keep up? Could you beat him in a foot race?
Cole is fast, man. Cole is a track star. I want to sit here and say, yeah, I beat Cole, and I don't want to say Cole to sit here and beat me. But when that day comes, we'll find out.
You're smiling. You feel like you could be in there, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Neck and neck with him, at least.
Yes, sir.
Where do you feel like you've improved the most since Coach Holt kind of took over your running back?
Schemes. Understanding not just my position, but everybody's position. One thing I learned about it is once you learn the whole offense and everything that's going on the field, it becomes slower. Like I was telling you before, everything slows down, and then you'll be able to understand the game better. So once I started working with Coach Holt, it wasn't just about running back. It was about what is the O-line doing, what is the wide receivers doing, what is the quarterback doing. So all of that played a toll in what I am now and what I'm doing now.
So you understand the game better.
Yes.
Does that help when it comes to pass blocking?
Yes, it does. Yeah, and I've shown that on film, picking up blocks and just going relentless and being relentless in every way possible.
That 65-yard touchdown you had here on Saturday, take us through what was that like, and that whole scene, the seas just seemed to part. Right?
Yeah, like I said, being patient, I had to trust my read. I just had to, like I had a lot of faith in my blockers and knowing that they was gonna do their assignment. And once I seen that hole, it was like sunshine to paradise. So I hit it, and I was no looking back from there.
You seem like a pretty positive, upbeat guy. I'm curious, 4 years is a long time to wait for a running back to get an opportunity like this.
Mm-hmm.
Did you consider transferring at all in that time? I mean, you see a lot of players do that now.
Yes. I'm not going to say it hasn't crossed my mind, but I am a loyal person. Every school that I ever went to, regardless if I started or not, I always stayed. Something that I was raised on is like wherever I go, I'm going to always be a star. So regardless how long it take, I knew that my time was coming. So I just stayed down and stayed patient and waited my turn.
You guys in the offense, do you look at Saturday's game, considering it's an FCS team in Wofford, as this will be the game where the offense can really put up a lot of points and really have that explosive game that you guys have probably been waiting for?
We don't underestimate any team. We know this team is coming to play. Well, we work hard. We approach this game just like it would be if it was an ACC opponent. Other than that, I feel like, yes, we are going to have a breakout game, but that's because our mentality is like that for every game, So, yeah, we plan to come out there, put up points, and execute in every way.
Are you guys hungry for that breakout game? I mean,
yeah.
if it's only week 3, I mean.
Yeah, we're hungry. We're hungry every week. We're going to be definitely hungry Saturday when it comes 11 a.m. and it's time to play. Yes, sir.
Will you be wide awake when it comes to 11 a.m.?
Oh, yeah. Coach Pryde's not having that. He's going to wake us up, and we're going to have to wake ourselves up one way or another. So let's get ready.